Hello, Your Honor. My name is Chance. And I am a victim of John, Southern, and William here. And I'm here to explain to you what is going on. You see, I originally came after these people for civil damages for what they have done to me. Because these people have done over $9,000 in damages to my property to rid me of a career in social media as a content creator. Well, they decided to hire their now former lawyer, Cyraxx, to fight back. And they did so in a very underhanded way that I'm sure you're not okay with. These people decided to hire Cyraxx as their lawyer to represent them. And Mr. Cyraxx, their former lawyer, has been knowingly and allowing them to continue to commit crimes. Everything from trying to have my lawyer using the deadly the deadly toxic gas known as sarin, which is a deadly chemical agent. Pardon me. To trying to frame me by having the evidence picked up by Mr. William here, who has committed fraud by doing so. That's how he obtained the evidence. He pretended to be a courier and stole the evidence and destroyed the evidence. And before they destroyed the evidence, William and Southern here came up with the plan to take tape and clone my fingerprints that were on the evidence that was supposed to go to my lawyer, Laura, and write into the evidence locker. Once they took the tape and cloned my fingerprints, they planted it on several kill sticks. And if you don't know what a kill stick, Your Honor, a kill stick is a device that allows that you plug into a electronic device, and what it does is it sucks in the electricity from that device and shoots it back out at such a rapid pace that it destroys the electronic device and it renders it useless. And I do have video evidence of William and Southern here admitting to these crimes. And John here also has been doing the same thing, because they had him take and do the same thing with the sarin and the letter, which he forged in my name to try to make it look like I was firing my lawyer. And the reason why they are doing all this is because they know that they are facing serious charges for this. The charges they want to put against me are 31 counts of indecent exposure, which I understand is wrong, Your Honor, and I will admit that yes, those things did happen. But I have since then been doing everything I can to keep my nose clean. I've been spending time with my friends, my family. I've been trying to work on films. I even got this. Back in 2022, or 2023, or no, 2021, I'm sorry. I got this back in 2021 for doing music. one of my longtime fans that has been an amazing, wonderful person, had this made to commemorate my first physical CD sale. I even have an official YouTube play button hung up downstairs in my family's living room to show that I have surpassed 100,000 followers on YouTube as of last year. And the reason why I no longer have that YouTube play button, or why I no longer have that YouTube channel that the play button was originally supposed to go to, was because these people had their friends false report and shut down my YouTube channel. Hence why I no longer have the channel. But these people want to try to push the indecent exposure thing on me to get me locked away so they can continue to victimize more people. What they want, Your Honor, is nothing more than to shut me up. They want to shut me up because they want to victimize more people. I'm not the only one, Your Honor. There are hundreds of others like myself out there that these people have victimized for years. And they've been covering it up for years. While these people may not be directly involved with those other people, they are still very much connected to the groups that are involved. And if you'd like evidence of all this, Your Honor, go take a look at their electronic devices. Their electronic devices will have everything on there. And the only reason why their conversation about my lawyer was not on there, it was because they decided to do it in a voice chat on Discord that my dear friend CIA Hole, who is a very near and dear friend to me, caught for himself. He overheard it himself when he was in their Discord server, gathering physical evidence and screenshots for me. He overheard them, and all night, that night that he told me, I had been trying to get a hold of Laura, my lawyer, to let her know what's going on. Your Honor, I know what I did was wrong, and I get that. And I've atoned for my sins. I have spent years and years suffering because of these people. Your Honor, these people are a terrorist group. And in one of the screenshots, all three of these people even said that they will do whatever it takes to not go to jail. They don't care what it takes. And the reason why their former lawyer, Cyraxx, handed over everything to them, to their current lawyer, is because he did not want to be connected to them. And he knows what they are doing. He even helped them. Matter of fact, when I confronted them several times, and their lawyer, when I confronted them both, I kindly asked them to please tell them to be quiet. Granted, it was less subtle, but you know what I mean. When I asked him to please shut them up, he said, guys, please keep talking. This man has an associate that was in their Discord server by the name of Mike Oxard. That's Mikeoxxard. Who was working for him behind the scenes, helping him to direct these people and what to do and how to handle everything. Their lawyer, Cyraxx, and these 3 people here, Your Honor, are criminals. And as I said, Your Honor, they are trying to push the 31 counts of indecent exposure on me so that I can no longer speak out against them and their terroristic ways. Now, police have already been out here to speak to me about this. And they did give me a warning. They said, hey, legally we could arrest you, but we don't want to. We want to give you a chance. So, stop doing this. And if we have to come back out here again, then you will be arrested. And ever since then, they have not been out here for that. The only time they have been out here are for swatting calls that these people have done on myself and my family, or for me calling or somebody in my family calling to make a report for something that was going on at that time. Now, I understand that you have a job to do and that you have to be fair, but Your Honor, these people are clearly criminals. And my lawyer has all the video and photo evidence to prove it. And if you do an open investigation on their Discord server and on their electronic devices, on all of them, you will find all the evidence that you need, Your Honor. So with that being said, Your Honor, I appreciate you taking the time to watch this. And I hope that between myself and yourself and the wonderful people here, that we could stop this terrorism from happening to anyone else. Because 3 of the other people that have died because of these communities are somebody by the name of Sophia Chu. Her brother was killed by hired men that the troll community hired. That these people's friends from one of the many groups hired. Another one is King Cobra JFS. His girlfriend Jessica, by sending him something. And if you look on the website Kiwi Farms, on their Wikipedia page, they do have a wiki page. There are 3 people that have been noted in lives because of these people. They also ruined the life of somebody by the name of Chris Chan, who one of the previous groups previously coerced into having relations with his mom, which he ended up going to prison for. They knew that that man had mental issues and they took advantage of it. And one of their other victims that they are trying to pin on me is a Down syndrome kid who is unable to tell right from wrong, or is unable to tell or comprehend what me or you as adults would be able to comprehend. Pardon me, Your Honor. And the way they took advantage of this kid is they first tried to sign him to their fake record label, WMFG Records, which is responsible for stealing a number of my songs and my music over the last 6 years. Because I myself am a music artist. I've been doing music for 10 years. But not only did they try to sign him to a fake record label, They try to destroy his electronic devices and pin the blame on myself. These people are guilty, Your Honor. And I know this sounds weird, but if I may ask, because I have friends that are very good at hunting stuff down, and I know it sounds like a very strange request, but is there any chance that I would be able to work alongside the courts and law enforcement with my team to help track down and bring down other troll communities like this wherever we can, utilizing whatever we see fit while staying within the laws of the United States? Because my team is very good at tracking down and gathering information. Matter of fact, one of my team members is the reason why I got the address and the IP addresses of these 3 people, which I gave to my lawyer so that she could do her job that much easier. Because me and my team have nothing but the best intentions at heart, Your Honor. And we want to help people. We want to bring this kind of terrorism that is slowly becoming a very serious threat. We want to try to bring that to a stop before it gets any worse. And with your permission, Your Honor, we would like to bring down the rest of these communities that we know about, that these people have worked alongside and have been friends with. If that is okay with you, I already have a team ready to go at my command. I have no problem with that. And Your Honor, I want to say this as well, for the record as well, and that ever since the police came out here and gave me a warning about what I had been doing, which, by the way, Your Honor, was done out of pure desperation and fear. At that point in time, Your Honor, I was not in a very good mindset. I will admit that. I was very distraught. Local law enforcement, or law enforcement in general, was not helping my family. Matter of fact, if you look at Akron, Ohio law enforcement and our call records, my family has called over 120 times. And each of those calls were my family begging for help. And their failure to help my family is what led me down that path to do what I did. And am I proud of doing what I did? No. I'm very disgusted with myself. I'm not proud of what I did. But I will tell you this, Your Honor. Ever since the police came out here and gave me a warning to stop, I have been following their warning and have not been doing it since. I have been sticking to myself, hanging out with my friends, what friends I have left. I have been working on music. I've been working on content. And I've been doing everything I can in my power to stay out of trouble, Your Honor. I can say that. And so can my family and friends. So, Your Honor, I kindly ask you to please do an open investigation on these people. Their devices need to be seized, because there you will find your answers. It is there that you will find everything that you need, Your Honor. between them and their former lawyer, Cyraxx, you will find everything that you need. Thank you for allowing me to share, Your Honor.